Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Woohoo! Good morning. How exciting is this buzz this morning? Well, welcome everyone. This is a great day to be in the East End. And there are a lot of people to welcome today, so I hope you'll bear with me for a few minutes. And I'm likely to maybe leave someone out, and I apologize. But first, I want to recognize our council members who are with us. Councilmember James Brown, you're up here, yes. Councilmember Liz Sheehan, there you are. Councilmember Hannah Legree, thank you. Have I missed any council members? All right. So I want to recognize a few other people who have been so important to this process. We have with us today Pastor Joe Owens with Shiloh Baptist Church. There you are. Pastor Marcus Underwood is here. Where are you? There you are. Shiloh Baptist Church has been such a wonderful community partner, and your members will benefit from these services also. And you know, I'm seeing standing right next to Pastor Joe, Dr. Gerald Smith. Good morning. Gerald co-chaired my Commission for Racial Justice and Equality. We have Charles Fields, chair of the board of the Charles Young Advisory Board. Roz Akins, co-chair of the Commission for Racial Justice and Equality. And the need for increased job training was highlighted by the commission, which Roz and Gerald co-chaired. And with Roz, of course, is Pastor retired, right? C.B. Akins, but he's very busy in retirement. Thank you for being here. And I just saw Representative George Brown come in. Thank you for being here. And we have Pastor David Cozart with us. We have Lisa Higgins-Hord, who is currently leading implementation of the Commission's recommendations. Lisa. Dr. Akapo, President of BCTC. Sheriff Kathy Witt is with us. Where did you go? There you are. From my staff, Commissioner Chris Ford, our former Social Services Commissioner, who recently transitioned to General Services Commissioner, Commissioner Ford. And our Commissioner of Social Services, Casey Allen Bryant. Yeah. We have Divine Karama, Director of WORK-Lexington. There you are. Sharita Miller is here, Minority Business Enterprise Liaison for the government. And we have folks who have seen this project through from start to finish, and I'd like to recognize them. Chief Development Officer Kevin Adkins. Kevin, way in the back. Director of Business and Workforce Engagement, Elodie Dickinson. And I want to give a special thank you to Kevin and Elodie for their hard work for many weeks, many weeks to make this happen. I see our Director of Corrections in the back, Lisa Farmer. I am so sorry if I've missed someone who's leading the way on various things, but thanks to all of you. Tyler Scott, my Chief of Staff. He has everything on his shoulders. So in addition to Councilmember Brown, today you'll hear from ANNISSA Franklin, CAO of the Urban League, Timothy Johnson, President and CEO of United Way of the Bluegrass, and several people who have found jobs or found employees through our job training programs. This historic Charles Young Center houses a lot of important programs. And today we're adding a new one, a Workforce Resource Center. WORK-Lexington, that's what we're calling it, WORK-Lexington, opens its doors in the East End neighborhood today with the goal of opening the door to employment to anyone looking for work. We want to make job training accessible and available right at the neighborhood level. We're starting here at Charles Young Center with opportunities for job training, job placement, and support services. We know we have people looking for work and employers looking for workers in our city. We hope they can come together at WORK-Lexington. The need for increased job training was identified by the Mayor's Commission on Racial Justice and Equality. This is the perfect time for workforce training as we come out of a pandemic that cost many people their jobs. As the program grows, we hope WORK-Lexington will expand to other neighborhood community centers. We learned during the pandemic with testing and vaccines how important it is to take services to the neighborhoods where they are directly accessible. Another lesson we learned during the pandemic, the importance of partnerships, is also part of WORK-Lexington, which is initially bringing together workforce partners who will form a one-stop shop for job training. Those partners include, among others, the Urban League, Bluegrass Community and Technical College, the United Way, Opportunity for Work and Learning, the Kentucky Career Center, Jubilee Jobs, Kentucky Refugee Ministries, Lexington Rescue Mission, and Goodwill. The city has offered job training programs with some of these partners since 2017 and has had success in getting people trained and hired. Councilmember James Brown has been a strong supporter of our job training efforts. James, I'd like to invite you to the podium and talk a little bit about what this facility will mean to the neighborhood. Welcome.
Good morning. Let me start by just recognizing my fellow council members, Councilmember Liz Sheehan and Councilmember Hannah LeGree, and then also a couple of my predecessors. I know they have already been recognized, but Representative George Brown, and then also Reverend Brother Mike Wilson, and then Commissioner Ford. About this time a year ago, we were right down the street doing a ribbon cutting for the Legacy Trail. And in my comments at that time, I stated that the city has a commitment to this neighborhood and this community to continue to work to stabilize this neighborhood and provide resources that not only beautify this community, but also improve quality of life. And I think this initiative here at the Charles Young Center is one of those components that can help do that for this neighborhood and for the people that live in this community. So let me start by thanking the mayor and her team, Ellie D. Dickinson, Commissioner Ford, and then also Chairman Charles Fields of the Charles Young Advisory Board and all the other advisory board members for working to make this initiative possible. I'm excited to see what information we learn and what steps we can take to further grow this initiative in this community, in this city, and I'm excited for all the neighbors and the benefits that it will provide in the coming weeks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Brown. Next, the Urban League is one of our strong partners who joined us at WORK-Lexington. ANNISSA Franklin joins us today to tell us more about the Urban League's work in job training. Welcome to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of PG People Senior and the Urban League of Lexington, it is indeed my pleasure to be here with you all today. I wanted to say that the Racial Justice and Equality Report is a magnificent document. Too often, we see documents like that sit on a shelf, but the mayor and her team have said, we're not doing that this time. And they are to be commended for bringing things to fruition. So I say thank you, Mayor, and everyone who's had a hand in bringing that to fruition today. So if you would join me in giving them a round of applause. The late Whitney M. Young, who's a fellow Kentuckian and National Urban League former president, he once said this: "It is better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared." Here at this center, we are preparing individuals for the workforce, for those opportunities that are to come. We, along with other participating organizations, will be providing things like soft skills training, training in fiber optics and cabling, Microsoft Word, basic computer skills, job search, skill building classes, as well as education, all of which help families in this community to thrive as they seek towards self-sufficiency. So the Charles Young Workforce Resource Center is where need and access and opportunity all come together. So I say again, congratulations to the mayor and her team, and for everyone who's had a hand in making today a success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ANNISSA. It has been a partnership with many people, and you know, I also want to say thank you to all of our youth who are here. We are so happy to see you today. And so next up, I want to just say a bit about the United Way. You know, when I first got here today, Timothy said, well, where are we going tomorrow? Because it seems we're in a partnership almost every day that we're announcing. And the United Way is providing support to this facility by opening one of its new neighborhood Waypoint centers in the Charles Young Center. And Timothy Johnson is here to tell us more. And he may be working on a technical issue for a second.
Very perceptive.
But he's been such a great partner, and you know, our community can't function without its partnerships. That's what it is all about. And as I speak that, I see Mike Halligan with God's Pantry is here. I mean, we have we've got Toyota folks here, Kim, and so you know, we have Parks and Recreation people here. We have so many strong partners. So thank you to all of our partners, and we'll see if, you know, see how good of a techie Timothy is.
It's okay.
I'd offer to help, but I know nothing.
I'll wing it.
Okay, that's great.
Well, good morning, and thank you, Mayor Gordon. Also, thank you to everybody assembled here today to support this collaborative effort. When we unite, we can accomplish so much more than any of us can do individually. And United Way is proud to partner with the city and the Resource Workforce Center, now known as WORK-Lexington. Very proud to be here as part of this effort. And in fact, Mayor, as one of your members of your Commission on Racial Justice and Equality, I'm particularly pleased and proud to see the implementation of the recommendations from our report, which this Workforce Resource Center is one of those. So kudos to you and to the entire team. The United Way to Bluegrass will house one of its first Waypoint centers right here in the Charles Young Center, right here in Lexington's East End. And as the rec center's namesake, Brigadier General Charles Young, his work ethic, his leadership has served as an inspiration and a symbol of hope for so many people here in Lexington, but way beyond. United Way's Waypoint Center in like will also serve as a symbol of hope, a symbol of help, but particularly one that will offer a one-stop resource to help improve some of the basic needs and more immediate needs of the community, to address so many complex challenges of improving economic mobility and the overall wellness and health of families living here in the East End. Families and individuals, they seek career services and are often in need of other health and human services in order to support them along their journey to proper employment and self-sufficiency. The Waypoint will help address the whole family and really a two-generation approach and the full scope of needs that many people will find in addition to employment services in order to keep that job and also find that next opportunity once they start working. The collective impact and the synergy that we see here in this very full room today is symptomatic of what will help create the positive and lasting change for the Eastern neighborhood. And United Way to Bluegrass is very proud to be a part of these efforts. So thank you for having us here, and we're looking forward to the great working relationship. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Timothy. You know, Timothy also talked about partnerships, so we also have among us Jill Barnett, who is you're the CEO, President, Executive Director, Manager of Lextran. So thank you for being here. I'm not sure which of those. Finally, we have some folks who have used our job training services and will tell us a little bit more about the impact on their lives. But first, I want to say I'm going to veer off a little, which is always a little dicey, right? But I can't say enough about these people from our waste management division. Last year, when we shut down and the pandemic hit, no one knew exactly what all this meant. And you will remember that we didn't know if you touched things, if you could actually transfer the virus to yourself. And through all of that, one of the first things we did was work with our waste management folks to be sure they were safe. And they continued to pick up your garbage every single day. Thank you for that. Now, we're going to hear from them in a moment. But first, from Old World Timber, let's start with Bobby Sullens, now a shift supervisor. And I want to ask Bobby to please come to the podium and share some of your experience.
Good morning. Sometimes in life, people make mistakes or find themselves down and out. I have made mistakes in the past, and sometimes people need somebody or organizations to help you along the way, to help you find jobs, push you, train you, help you with resumes that change. It seems like every year they change. And they set up job interviews to help you out. Lexington Rescue Mission helped me with that. They got me to where I'm at today. Renee, that works there, helped me get on with Old World Timber and Nathan Brown. She called, and called, emailed and emailed. Finally, I got a foot in the door, got an interview. So I've been there about a year and a half, and I knew going in I had to treat it like every other job I had. Put my head down, work as hard as I can, and learn as much as I can. A few months into it, Nathan offered me a team leader role there, and upper management seen something in me. I accepted it, but I also knew with this leadership role came responsibilities. I had to lead by example. I had to be able to train the guys that worked underneath me. I also knew that it's not just what I know. Sometimes what other people know can be the best way to do something. So I knew I had to have a give and take. But I just want to take the time and just thank you guys for helping me along the way and give me an opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby. Next, I want to welcome to the podium Nathan Brown, founder of Old World Timber. And he's going to give us the employer's perspective. So welcome to the podium. Thank you.
So my name is Nathan Brown. I'm the owner of Old World Timber, and I just wanted to briefly say how important it is from an employer standpoint that we have a partner and a partnership with an organization like the Lexington Rescue Mission. Lee and Renee are over there right now because it is virtually impossible for employers to find high-quality employees these days, and unfortunately a lot of companies and businesses have policies that say if you do have a record, a criminal background, or have struggled with addiction, that kind of counts you out. And I'm very proud to say that at Old World Timber and with our partnership with Lexington Rescue, we have been very successful, and I can not take any of that credit from the company's standpoint because we could not do what we do without them. But I am very proud to say that it's either 22 or 23 of our 36 employees actually have come through the Lexington Rescue Mission, which is, I actually couldn't believe that number when I saw that today. And Bobby is an absolutely we couldn't do what we do at Old World Timber without a strong team, and Bobby is a huge part of that. He came through the Lexington Rescue Mission, and then after about 3 or 4 months, we hired him on full time, and he did assume that leadership position, which he continues to develop and grow, and his team under him follows his leadership, and it's just so inspiring for us to see him excelling. And I would just hope that in conclusion, what we can be at Old World Timber is just a very small inspiration to other businesses and companies to really revisit your policy with people coming from second chance backgrounds, because as a believer, God gave me a second chance. I think everybody deserves a second, third, and 100th chance. And when it comes to an employment, I think a lot of times that gets overlooked. But in order for people to be successful in life, they have to be able to provide for themselves and their families. And so we're excited to be a part. Thank you, Lexington Rescue, for being such a great partnership, and thank you for listening today.
Thank you so much. And so now we will hear from 2 of our city employees from Waste Management, both of whom earned CDL licenses through our job training programs. First, let's hear from DeMARCUS Wingate and then Quinton DIXON. Welcome, DeMarcus, and then Quinton afterwards. Thank you so much.
How's everybody doing today? I came through the Kentucky Career Center. We went through about a 4-month process of getting our CDLs. Went through training classes, training courses, one-on-one training. We had to go downtown and take all type of tests. It was a headache. It was a headache, but we got it done through the Career Center. Me and Quinton, we bought houses through everything. We got our cars, got everything we had to do. Thanks to the city, thanks to Lexington, thanks to the Career Center. Thank y'all. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much. All right, Quinton, the stage is yours. Thank you.
How's everybody doing? I just want to say thank everybody for being here today, man. I've never been to a meeting like this before, and my whole family lives out here. And to see the demographic of so many black, white, mixed, all kind of different races in here right now, especially what's going on the news, get a round of applause for that, because that's crazy. Like, seriously. And it's crazy. I see Miss Akins. I was in BMW. I see her right here. It's a blessing to have you here, ma'am, and you too, sir. Thank you so much. And my stepfather. And I just want to say thank you to the city for giving us an opportunity to go through with this program. Like, as DeMARCUS said, we bought houses. No renting. No renting. Bought houses for ourselves. And I'm 23 years old. That's crazy. You know, never thought I'd be here. And for everyone in here, keep moving, keep pushing forward, and I'll see y'all work. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. He's being recruited to BCTC at the moment. Thank you so very much, both of you. And, you know, these are inspiring stories. That's exactly right, Roz. We're changing people's lives. All these partners here together, this is what the mission is. Change people's lives. And so I just want to thank everyone involved with this, all our wonderful partners, and we're going to cut a ribbon. Now, I'm not sure exactly where, but somebody has a ribbon, so we're going to have a ribbon cutting. So thank you all so much.